Hey, sweet soul, welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh, and today I want to talk about how discipline outcompetes consistency. So, if you're a conscious creator like me, a creative entrepreneur, you're on the soul path and soul mission, you're here to amplify something that the divine has sent to you here on this earth through a tangible and grounded business or products or creative art, for example, then our job at that point is to market ourselves. Sometimes you can hire promoters and other people to do the work for you, but everyone on this path first starts with having to sell their own vision. And that usually means you're getting online probably at some point or going in person, but you're making connections, you're building relationships with people. And there's the idea floating around that you have to be online every single day. You have to be consistent on YouTube or Instagram and Facebook in order to be heard, or you're going to fall off the face of the earth and get nowhere. But I want to remind you that you don't have to sell your soul to the social media algorithms. You just have to be yourself and be comfortable with what you're doing and enjoy the process. Enjoy who you are. Enjoy sharing your most exciting part of your life that's happening right now. And then do it in a way that is most authentic to you. Discipline means that you're listening to a higher purpose. So we already clarified that. If you're a part of this channel, I welcome you. If you're new, we're here because we're listening to our higher self. We're here to embody the soul mission. We're here to be the person we know that we're being called to be ever since we first started listening to our soul. So that is discipline. Discipline meaning you're rooted in listening to your soul, listening to the higher self that's guiding you through the next steps. And your soul, your higher self, is not going to tell you to slave yourself to an artificial algorithm that just makes your ego addicted to attention and validation and robs you of your joy, especially if you hate being online like me sometimes. So if we're rooted in discipline, however, instead of forcing ourselves to get on here and to be fake, if we're actually tuning into gratitude and purpose, then we're able to remain committed and devoted to something. Again, it's beyond us. So we're willing to make the sacrifices, but we're also able to pivot our perception of why we're here. So I'm learning myself to find the fun and joy in getting on here and making it not performative or too businessy, but something that is allowing me to explore my own comfort zones, enhancing how I speak to people. And my favorite part is connecting with people, connecting with you from around the world. And if I wasn't online, I never would have had these opportunities to connect with beautiful souls that I never would cross paths with unless I was here finding the courage to, again, promote myself in this vision that is sacred to me. And discipline means that no matter what, there's nothing that can get in the way of my divine destiny. No one can stop my path, no matter how many adversaries or challenges or roadblocks that come in my way. It is fate, it is destiny of the divine's order that I will be successful. And so if you're like me and you're on this path and maybe you give up and you try to walk away from this soul mission at some point, you always come back to it. You always return home to yourself, back to your joy, back to your peace that will bring you abundance. But sometimes we just get afraid. But this is just your reminder that, again, you don't have to force anything on this path. If you need to rest, if you need to walk away from it and find new experiences, do that, because it will later enhance your journey before you can see what is to come. So, again, if you're like me and you're getting on here and sometimes it feels like a true, genuine fight and struggle to get on your phone or to get on your computer and to get online, I understand, but you don't have to force it. Don't do anything that goes against your natural vibration. And I get it. If you're like me, you're very spiritual, you're a very grounded person, you love being outside. And sometimes it feels so anti who we are to be online all the time. But we know that the deeper, again, back to discipline, the deeper purpose behind why we choose anyway to go back into the artificial world is to remind people of their divine nature, to bring other people back home with us, back home to their selves, for them to allow opportunity in their life to discover who they are in their divinity, that they also have a sacred mission and purpose, that they too do not have to be a slave to any type of system or any type of algorithm. They can see on you. They see nature as a part of who you are. So that is why I get on here, no matter what, every single day, just to reconnect back to the spirit of humanity and to reestablish compassion and hope and faith in the future of where we're going. And we have to stay connected. And the beautiful part about being online is that we have the power to do it more than ever, to organize, to connect with people that we would otherwise never have the opportunity. And I want to also note that if you feel it's very important that you have to be consistent because you have to make the money, then you're already maybe going off track here. This whole mission is never going to be about making money or building wealth. But when you're tapped in genuinely and tuned into it, it will happen. Our natural vibration with the God source is that of abundance. And sometimes that's not always the dollar, the money, however currency, wherever you're listening is for you. It's not always going to be about your bank account. Sometimes it's going to be a season of abundance of relationships and connections, opportunities, resources, people inviting you to come into their business to speak or to share your art, opportunities to get free advice, free coaching, free mentoring. That is the wealth. So when you tune back into the discipline, into the gratitude, you'll never forget this. And eventually the season will come when it must happen in order for your divinity to rise on earth, where you must have the currency, the money that you need to access the next realm, to transform into the next stage of your success in your soul mission. Then you will receive it. You will have it. So that takes trust. So don't force it with that consistent rhetoric that goes around online, or every influencer tells you you have to be doing this and doing that at this certain time on this specific platform, and then you get burnt out and you hate it. That is enemy coming in to help distract you away from your soul mission. So don't fall into that trap. You can tune out of the internet. You can tune out of marketing. There's a season in your life when sometimes you shut yourself away and you're writing, you're creating, you're not connecting. And then you'll know. Your spirit, your soul will guide you. And it's time to get online or to go promote yourself in person. But listen to your higher self at this time. Don't fall into traps. Yes, consistency is good, but it is not meant to imprison you. Discipline is always the higher vibration. That means you can always return to it. That means it never really leaves you. It cannot ever truly leave you. This soul mission that you have, this divine destiny that you have, it belongs to you. It is you. So that's a message. I hope it helps you, and that you again find the motivation and the courage to get online or get out there in the world and to be yourself and to share this beautiful vision that you have and to continue on building the dream. If you need help in that, please let me know. You can learn about my services at consciouslifestylecoaching.com. Send me an email. And if you're listening in, if you've been a part of the channel for a while, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel, share this channel with friends. I'm ready, ready for it now. And I appreciate everyone so far who's reached out to me and who I've connected with recently to help them and to help you when you're ready. So let me know. All right. Peace and love, my friends. I'll see you again soon.